Hi everybody, how you doing? It's me, your favorite hat, Ori. And Angie's here too, I guess. How are we all doing? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello, Vel. Hello, RPG. Hello, Shojo. How are we all doing today? We're doing pretty well, I hope. It's time. We get to continue drawing the Shojo manga. I'm doing good. That's good. That's good. Nice, nice, nice. So this is where we were at last time. Now we get to do this part, which is gonna be we'll call it the fun part, because it's the dress and everything. This is gonna be something. Got your court mandated grass. Court mandated? For real? Like actually? Like the court's like, you need to touch grass. They do that to you? That's great. Anyway, we get to draw the rest of this. Might be a little hard to see on stream because the colors are kind of the scan is very scan. But this is gonna be all the tricky stuff. Is what it's gonna be. We get to do the dress. I think we're gonna start with trying for the dress. That, like I said, that's gonna be the hard part. So we're gonna create a new layer. Put it at the top. And we're gonna call this dress. How long is this fucking song? Anyway. Let's test real quick. No, it's not that. This brush we want. Oh, it didn't. It doesn't have my changes from last time. At least I don't think it does. Yeah. I already forgot how I did this last time. I'm so good at this. Scatter? That was part of it. Might not have been though. Aim for the heavens!
Waifu.
Waifu? Is doll Angie your waifu now? I can respect the hustle. Zoom in real quick on the artwork anyway. These are very... okay. These are very normal, non-sketch-like brushes, so let's just keep this one then. Now let's do some experiment. Ooh. Just like a surprise statement first, you know, that's fair. That's a good brush. Yeah, I like that one. Alright, let's do that one. Let's do that brush. Alright. Whoa, 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 that's not where we wanted to go. Anyway, here we are. Is this the right? Okay, no, that's closer to the finish. Okay, so let's scroll down a bit. Alright, here we are. The $1 question is, the dress takes up like a ton of body, so we might as well draw it. Well, we might as well, let's just get started somewhere. We can figure out the rest from there, right? All right, so there's a strap here. Never mind. Let's. Okay, I changed my mind on that brush. I guess we're going to the one we were using last time anyway. Good brush, Jim. Good brush. So I feel like it's missing something. You know? That was a hi, Wingachu. I don't even think I said hi. I think I just made fun of you. Hmm? No, no, no. I think this is where it was. I should have saved the one I had last time. Once we get the right brush, I'll definitely save it as a new preset. Okay, we know how density works now. I'm not very good at this brush thing, alright, am I? That's okay, we're toying around, we're having fun, in our own little way. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. We'll save it. There. Alright, now we get started. What size do we make it, the line? We should go pretty thin, shouldn't we? That seems a little thin, but at the same time, it's about how thin it is on the drawing itself. So let's try it. Let's try a thin line. Without further ado, it's time to finally begin. And I'm on the wrong layer. No wonder why I couldn't see anything. I was like, I just pressed on it. Why can't I see anything? Alright, let's do this thing. Why does it seem so dark? Oh, because of line pressure. Okay. I don't want to have to push too hard on it, so let's up the size a little bit. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. Doing the straps for the dress. We get covered up by a ribbon, so I don't gotta go too high up. Let's connect it. Alright, so then there's... Oh, the tricky part... There's a piece of hair. There's a piece of hair right here. Excuse me. There's a piece of hair right here that covers the ribbons, so I don't really know how to draw it. It just kind of comes... So we'll say this is the knot of the ribbon. Right. So then this goes down here. Little shape like that. And then it goes back. There's a little... There you go. Go. There we go.
Some games just make hair a solid mass that doesn't move.
Some game... Yeah, I mean... If you don't really need the hair to be very detailed, right? Why bother? But this is Shojo. Shojo style often puts a lot more emphasis on the hair. And I don't like it. We're ad-libbing a little bit here. There we go. Also has a little bit of, what's it? What do we call that frilly bit there? Got that around the neck area. So let's draw that in. We'll say it's a little high up. It goes around the neck here. Again, we don't really see the back of it. And it's all covered by hair on my end. But I'll draw it in anyway, just for practice sake, and because it'll peek out like this anyway, so we might as well have a consistent shape. Goes around to the other side. Hold on, how did you do that? This is where the view that you guys have gets a little messed up. Oh, hold on. Actually, never mind. Fix that for you. There, now you can see what I'm seeing. Just kind of...
Feel the rush.
There we go. Hi, Derbs. How you doing? Excuse me. Been keeping busy today? Nice, nice. Oh, you can't see what I'm drawing, as usual, because I'm not good at the framing on this. Okay, this actually goes down here. You can see it, so we need to keep that line going. Actually, that's a little scuffed. Do it right here, actually. And we'll zoom in. And we'll just get rid of that real quick. "14 hours until Needy Cat Girl overload on Girls Frontline 2. Nice. I'm still have the eraser on. So let's darken some of these lines, shall we? Do another once over.
So is anyone at home drawing anything?
Yeah, tell me, are any of you drawing? Or is it just me being a weirdo? Just kidding. Remember, you don't have to if you don't want to. I just think it'd be fun to encourage people to draw a little, you know? I think a punished Ori in the artwork, or is the hat being chuny? The hat's being chuny. Oops. Ah. Whatever, good enough for now. This goes around here. There we go. It's all gonna be covered by hair anyway, but hey, it's worth drawing in. All right, so this is this shoulder part here. We should go. Oh, it gets poofy. It gets poofy by the time it goes to her arm, so we need to bring the shoulder out a bit. Let's see, where does it well, oh fucking god damn it. There we go. It goes, this ribbon here is right below boob level, so that'll be around here. I actually need to angle this a little more. Need to go, maybe not that. There we go. Let's draw a ribbon. Um, I think my shirt here is actually a little too poofy, so that's okay. We're gonna make her just a little bit poofier than the examples. That's fine. Hi, Shadow Eclipse. Shadow Eclipse? I never say Shadow Eclipse. Hi, Shadow Eclipse. Hi, Shadow Eclipse 8357. There, I full named you. How does that make you feel? Are you terrified? Awestruck, perhaps? Yeah, you can see mine's definitely a bit poofier. I got extra poofy bits. Yeah. Let's zoom out anyway and see how it looks. I think it looks pretty good still. Watch Ori say the name Mike Hawk. Hello, Ori Brimstone Magical Action. It's the spirit. That's the spirit. All right, let's do more dress. Up a bit, so we have the boob. Whoa, still got the eraser on. Terrible habit of mine. Okay. Hello, hi Tambule. If I pronounce that right. I think I got that one right though. I'm normally pretty bad at pronouncing things, but I think I got that one good. How you doing? Okay, it's not that wavy. Okay. It's a little wavy, but it's not that wavy. Gotta make it more arbitrary. Hello, Ori Brimsoul Magical Hat Channel. The hat sitting on the head of magical girl named Angie. Formerly reincarnated as a magical hat called Orange. Or underscore Ange. Yes, you're right. That is me. those. And it's got these little silly little frilly bits that we love. Oh, they go way higher though. I gotta angle those a bit more down. Gotta go a little further down. We need to have a line like this. We need to go along that line. Yeah. You can say my name right. Thank you. Yay! I try my hardest. I try my best. I don't always get it right though. But anyway, hey, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? We're drawing, Angie and I, we're drawing some, well, we're drawing Angie as a girl in a gothic Lolita dress. And I'm just a silly little hat. I'm just a silly little hat with a cool little chuny eye patch. We're getting to the fun part. We're actually getting to drawing the dress of the gothic Lolita. So, this is the fun part. I'm not very good at art, by the way. I should mention that. I'm, like, very amateur. So this is all me just doing the best I can. Flying by the brim of my hat, as they say. As I say. Does the teddy bear get an eye patch, too? It doesn't have an eye patch. Instead, its eye is missing. It's gone, you see. It's popped off. So we're all between the three of us, there's 3 total eyes. Our eyesight is seen better days for sure. Depth perception's in short supply here. Alright, and the rest of that will be covered by hair. That's pretty alright. So now we just gotta do the shape.
Oh, I see. Want to play a platformer game after?
A platformer game after? Needs a cotton replacement? I don't know if that's supposed to mean something, but I don't get it. I'll just say that now. Am Archer. Haha! You're right, though. You're so right, though. No, that's not the right shape. Up. No. You see what we're doing wrong here? Is we gotta go.
Didn't know you could draw.
Well. Drawing is in quotations there, you see. I can't exactly draw, but I can do my best instead. One can draw when they put in enough time in the hobby. True. That's why I'm doing my best. Did you see the Raichu Mega abilities? I heard, isn't it? What? No Guard and... I don't remember what the other one was. But I've heard they're both, like, kind of stupid in their own way. Y is, like, obviously a ridiculous special nuke. But X also, I heard, had some sauce. Oh, you can't see what I'm drawing right now. Bad habit. Y gets a no guard, X gets electric surge. What does electric surge do? I don't think I was playing Pokemon when electric surge was a thing. Is that anyway? Okay, it just goes around the bust. Got it. You're not the hat. You're the hat, not the girl. Nice concept. Thanks. Thanks. We do our best. We do our best. I'm the magical hat. Angie here is my lovely sidekick who found me one day and adopted me. Now we go on magical adventures where I teach her how to be a witch, except I also, I'm also learning that myself, you know? Oh, I got the shape wrong. It actually goes around like this. Actually, it's more like...
The difference between hat and girl is one that normally takes a bit to notice.
Man, I actually kind of like up into the... Just like that. There. Now I just need to do some adjustments. There we go.
Day 42 of Ori forgetting to update the commands in the description.
Ah, fuck.
I didn't actually count the day amount. I just like the number 42.
It is a good number. I think the shape is a little wrong still. Yeah, this is way too thick down here. I mean, you won't see most of it, but... Well, actually, you know what? Let's just, Gotta be a little careful with deleting here.
42 is the answer to life.
It sure is. And you're putting Orion made the intelligence drop by 80%. Yeah, and it won't grow. Our intelligence stat is stuck.
They say that 42 is the meaning of life, but how do you get 42? You multiply 6 by 7. Lol. LMAO even.
You're right. Holy shit. Was that it? That was not intentional, right? They didn't intentionally do 6, 7 as a equaling 42 to come up with the meme, right? Hmm. Forty-two and 6-7 are somehow completely disconnected in every way. The coincidence is just really stupid. That's funny though. Ugh! We have order 66, the stupid 67 meme. We got 69. The stupid 67 meme. We got 69 nice, but we'll be 68. Good question. Good question. What do you think 68 should be? I'll ask.
$68.
Ugh. I think I figured it out. I think I figured out what I need to do here. I need to go at a wider angle. Then we can go down. I said, then we can go out and around. Boop. Round that out a bit more, but hey, I think that's pretty good. Oh, you know what it is? You know what's wrong with this? I figured it out. I figured out why this looks weird. This is too low. The part where it goes around the front really goes around the boobs. You don't know. Then this should be more. Right? Yeah.
It's Pride Month. When will you announce your attraction to boots?
No! I'm not attracted to boots! That's on the feet! That's the exact opposite! Like, diametrically opposed to boots. Doesn't like boots, he just likes the feet. No, it's not like that! Putting words in my mouth. And not feet. I mean, you're putting words in my mouth. I'm missing the boob shape here, right? There's a boob here. That's good. There. Alright, and then we can get rid of the parts that are covered by hair. That is the opposite. Some of this is going to get covered up by the other sleeve, too. I think that's good for now. We can always adjust later, you know? In fact, why don't we work on that other sleeve now? Hello? Oh. I still had the lasso tool selected. I was like, why am I not drawing? Lasso tool. The ribbon on this one goes around here. I need to keep that in mind. Goofy bit here. Oh, that's high up actually. Aim for the heaven. Let's draw the ribbon in, actually. I think that'll give us a good sense of where things are. So it's just below the line here. And then we just put it down. Boom, that's a rather rudimentary ribbon. Yeah, yippee! You can always redo the ribbon later. This ribbon's kind of ass. I've drawn much better ribbons in my life, trust. Okie dokie. That's not... I don't think it's tight enough around the... This goes pretty tight around the wrist. I'm like way out here. I basically need to do that, and that's not... Nope. Back the arm here. Oh. I was planning for the hat ones. Slow. Everyone's busy, is the short answer. I don't know if I'll be able to do it as planned, not gonna lie. We shall see. I might have to scale it back a bit, but I'm gonna try to keep going as planned. Yep. A single Bulldog package might do you for a good part of the stream. I mean, this is me we're talking about. I can handle my spices. Frankly, it's the others I'm worried about. Zoom out. Yeah, it seems pretty even. Far so good. Ones are pretty spicy. Yeah, the Bulldog ones are very spicy. I think that's a little too form-fitting, actually. I know. You all want the very form-fitting dress, but that's not what we're going for here. Reminds me, we gotta get rid of, Hi, Bill. Ah! So far, so good, I'd say. Yeah, I like it so far. Alright, let's spend... no, we'll keep up on the dress. It goes around, actually. There's quite a lot of dress that goes around. It should actually go like... Wait, hold on a second. Did I miss some hair? Holy shit. I did. There's a whole strand of hair here. On the outside. Oh shit. Let's draw that in real quick, shall we? It is hair, right? Yeah, it's hair. Missed it. Holy shit. Solve that, shall we? It's still hard for you to see on stream, but it's there, I promise. It goes basically... Hello? Oh. Why is it so tiny? Oh, hold on, let's try to actually trace where it's coming from and where it's going. So it comes from around here and it goes down like this. And it just goes around like that. It doesn't go... Oh wow, it actually goes below the ass. God damn. Now that's some hair. It actually goes off the screen. Hold on. It also comes below the dress here. Sure, whatever. I'll adjust the hair later. For now, all you need to know is that it looks like that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to redo the hair. That's fine. That gives us what we need to do for the dress, so. Oh, wrong brush. That one still has the eraser tool on it. This is where things get tricky, and I'm gonna have to I want to redo the leg a bit. I think I will redo the leg, but basically I need the leg to be thicker. So if we say this is the hip, I need the thigh to go like at least out here. Because if you look at the reference, wait, where's the thigh on this one? Oh, never mind. I don't need to touch the thigh at all. For some reason, I thought her thighs were showing. Although I will need to adjust a little bit because you can still see a little bit of thigh. Alright, let's draw the top of the dress, shall we? That's gonna go off the thigh a little bit. Gonna actually reach the upper part of the arm. It's gonna follow a shape. It's gonna follow a shape along the thigh around here. Perfect. I should have done that on a different layer. Let's just adjust that, shall we? We can do that. We have the technology. All I gotta do is circle it. Cut selection, a new layer. I'll call it the thigh line. Put it below the dress or the opacity. And then we can trace along it for everything else we want. Alright, so we have some dress shape here. There, that's better. Holy fuck, this dress is gonna be a bitch. That needs to go way, way longer. Heard the ending music and got confused. Sorry. The ending music is a part of the regular song playlist. Sorry for the confusion. It's just such a good song. I just love it, you know? This is where it starts to go off screen, so we're gonna cheat a little. He's there. That's something. I'll worry about the smaller details and later. What is a line but a miserable little pile of objects? Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to do this shape all along the outside of the dress. Oh goodness gracious. Oh goodness golly gracious me. The water. On the plus side, I guess we kind of cheated and threw the dresses like a little bit further down. We don't have to do this as much. At this rate, I think this is going to be a three-parter where next week will be a handful of finishing touches and then the rest of the coloring. And who knows, I'll probably only finish part of the coloring and then we'll be on to week 4 of doing this. That seems likely, doesn't it? This is me we're talking about. I even said, oh yeah, we'll totally be able to do variable heart, or rather remix heart, and teach me Miss Lychee in one stream. And nope, that didn't happen. We only got through variable heart. Remix heart, fuck. It's pretty good. Let's add some, lines here and there. There we go. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good so far. Now we pretty much just have, as far as the dress is concerned, we really only have this fuck-ass lace thing gonna kill me, and these, what do you call those? I don't know what you even call those, but those. Which means, is it finally time for me to, well, I don't actually have to draw the hand or the arm, or yeah, the hand. I don't actually have to draw the hand in for the dress. We'll take advantage of that while we can. The rip. What kind of retro game do you, now that I'm thinking about it, what kind of retro games are fun to play right about now? I still, of course, have my Xbox games to get through. But do you want to, like, watch another racing game? I have a handful of those. You want to see how goated I am at racing? Wanna see me play Blinks the Time Sweeper? Do you want to see me play a furry game?
Oh god, the dreaded hands, grippers, touchers.
Yeah, the dreaded hands. I'm not good at hands. I'm gonna have to redo the hands. I dread it.
There's this game on Steam called I Gooned to a Femboy, Wink Wink Nudge Nudge.
I don't think I can play that one on stream. Call it a hunch. I think that one would, I don't think that one would work very well. Unless it's like a visual novel about like post-nut clarity, in which case, maybe. As long as there's no, nude the tea, right? You know? I think I need to move this a little bit. This is, oh yeah, I should just mention it. This is the, Noel Tsubaki versus music. I think it also plays when Makoto fights either of them? But I'm also not sure about that, because I'm pretty sure it was designed for Noel and Tsubaki.
Honey Pop?
Is that banned on stream? I'm aware, or at least on Twitch. I'm aware it has like a non-nude mode, but I thought all the games from that developer were still banned on Twitch, at least. Could be wrong though. Could be misremembering. That happens.
There's this heartwarming visual novel, totally not Seuss, called Eve Nickel. Smiley face.
I don't know that I trust that. I don't know, you're just a little bit suspicious there. Unipop 2 Double Date is a legitimately fun game, I swear. I've heard the games are actually very fun. What the fuck happened here? But I don't know that they're a me kind of thing, you know? Oh, what software is that? Hi, hey teen. This is Krita, which is a free, we'll call it drawing application. Open source. Pretty good shit. Not Photoshop. I like it a lot. I use it for quite a lot of things, actually. That's a lie, actually. I pretty much only use it for drawing. Okay, I think I need to adjust the legs in the original body line art because they line up great. Like this one needs to go out of, oops, this one needs to go out a bit further. Are you? I am the hat, yes. I'm a pretty cool hat. Very talkative hat. Cool drawing, thank you. We're drawing, why don't we zoom out a bit so you can see what the end result's gonna look like, or close to. We're drawing this cute little gothic Lolita outfit. But we're gonna be drawing it as Angie here. And there's even a little, oh god. There's even a little me. There's even a little me that we're gonna draw. We're a little ways out from completion on it though. It's gonna take a little while. What's your Discord? It should be in the description if you want to check it out. If it's not, oops. Guys, don't you want to hang around on stream a little bit more? See if our stream is actually something you fancy anyway? Hmm? Okay. What do we do now? I need to adjust the body, so why don't we create a new layer? We'll call it head ribbon. I've used Clip Studio Paint. I don't have the money for Clip Studio Paint, and it hasn't gone on sale as long as I'm a pretty amateur artist, clearly. It's not my forte. So I'm relatively new. I don't need something as detailed as Clip Studio Paint. I don't even know what Moho is. Where do we begin here? Let's start with the ribbon, which goes just a little bit above the eye. But yeah, me being an amateur artist is part of the reason why I like Krita, because it's free. It's free. I could just doodle on my little, like, 60 not even dollar drawing tablet, and I can make silly little things. Are you using Krita? Yes, yes we are. I don't know all the ins and outs of the program, but I'm doing my best anyway. And at the end of the day, isn't that all that really matters? And yeah. Somehow, okay, I gotta say, here's a new job story for you all. Those of you that know, I got a new job recently, so that's what I'm doing during the day. There's a part of the new job that boils the piss out of me, and you don't want to know what it is. You want to know what it is. It's simple, okay? At my new job, they have a radio in the office. It plays the most annoying songs. It's one of those radio stations that we play all the all the latest hits of the 90s and today. So they just play whatever was popular amongst I'll say millennials. They just play whatever songs millennials found entertaining, and what that audience continues to find entertaining today. So it just plays the same like 20 songs every single day. Every goddamn day. And it's not good. Hi Trilin, how you doing? It's just not a good playlist. And it plays it every single day. You know how many times I've had to listen to Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters? I'd barely ever heard the song before I started, and it plays multiple times every single day. Department store radios. Yeah, it's department store radios. And I gotta listen to that day in, day out. Somehow, my stream collection, the songs we're listening to today on stream, which we've already listened to every single one, and they've looped multiple times. Somehow, they're far more bearable than listening to like a handful of different pop songs instead. It fucking sucks, mate. Golden is a solid track, but that does seem quite miserable. Like, it's a good song, don't get me wrong. I'm not like, yeah, the stupid K-pop. No. It's a good song. I just don't want to listen to it like 5 times a day. Plus, I know K-pop Demon Hunter fans are like, you know, there's other songs in the playlist that you could play. There's more than just Golden. Please, play anything else. Please. So, I'm with them on that one. The only reason why it's Golden that plays instead of the other ones is because it's the one that won all the awards. So, the radio stations that, like, I guess they just don't have enough money to spend on licensing for more than 5 tracks. They just pick the most popular one. And then they run that into the fucking ground.
We're going up, up, up. It's our moment.
No! No! Stop! Angie, not you too. Not you too. Please. Please. Fuck, it's stuck in my head now. It's stuck in my head now. Fuck you. Fuck you, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just stayed quiet like a good little hat and done my little art. I should have just been a silly little hat doing my silly little art on my silly little stream. I shouldn't have talked about things that annoy me. I shouldn't have given you ammo to annoy me. Why would I do such a thing? Am I a fool? Well, don't answer that. Because yeah. I'm gonna create another layer real quick. Lower the opacity of it. We're gonna get the shape of the ribbon. Needs to go up and over. That's probably a little harsh, but the shape. Then again, the shape of Angie's head is a little unround here. Probably needs to be a little bit more gradual. I should just get a Bluetooth jammer. That's not illegal. There we go, that's perfect. Save this real quick. Okay. Draw in the little... What do you even call this? Back lump. What do you call these anyway? Did I get a different brush for that? Probably. Probably just get a square brush. But if I change this to square shape, increase the size. That's a little much. Needs to be very straight lines, though. Am I crazy, or is that not a very... let's new brush entirely. Hold on a second. Yeah, what's up with this little line there? Okay, let's... Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. Observe. Hello. Go as hard as I wanted it to. Ugh! That's not the right angle. There we go. I think that's perfect. Now we just grab an eraser tool and we make it a little bit smaller. Boop. We just cut it in half a bunch. So go. Boop. 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 Although we need these sections to be same length roughly. This one's a little bit longer than the rest though. Duh. Oh god, I fucking did that. Look at me, look at me. I'm a goofball. Whatever, it's not like it's something we can't adjust. Hey Ori, the goofiest hat I know. Hi, Thomas. I'm just a little goofy guy. I'm just a silly little fella, you know? How are you today, Thomas? Oh. Fool's Gold, a Pokemon mod? Hell yeah. I assume it's... Let me guess, it's a mod that, like, adds physical special split to Crystal. And it also probably, like, adds a whole bunch of mons from later gens or something, right? Many of them tend to do that. I need to add a bunch of rings here. Are there anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. I can't count. Or I can't draw. As that, but everything has different types in general, like Cynical being an ice type? Okay. Oh, so it's not just your average. We modernized an old game ROM. I see. That's cool. Not bad. Not the most amazing, but it's not bad. I think I get it now. You gotta make something to eat. You're chilling in Discord. Oh, nice. Talking for 3 hours? Hell yeah! I didn't even notice. I think I figured it out too. So there is basically what's happening here is there's a bunch of ribbons, right? And their loops are going like we're basically doing and then they're coming back. So that's what's happening. I just need to draw that.
I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Thanks. Alright. It seems to be basically in between each of where a loop is. And we have fewer of these things. Another one right here. So we're gonna have fewer loops actually. I look for a bed? Hell yeah, that's fine. Thanks for stopping by. Always glad to have you. I'll worry about that later. Fuck this headband thing. Rest of it looks pretty good though, so far. Did we just say fuck the headband, maybe? Nah, it's pretty important. Headbands are pretty big in Gothic Lolita style, so I gotta have it. Oh man, this is gonna take some time to finish up, huh? Worry about the headband later. Do the bear. He's got a cute little ribbon too. I like it. We're gonna get rid of the little head strap for the hat though. Cause naturally I don't need that. I'm just gonna put myself a bit. There, that should make it a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. You ever listen to Vocaloid sounds? What do you mean specifically? Are we talking Vocaloid covers of existing songs? Or Vocaloid original song? Ultimately, the answer to that question is yes, either way. But I've definitely listened to more covers than I have originals. Not that original, because originals are also kind of weird, because it's not like it's Vocaloid, so they're just sound banks, voice banks. You know what I mean. You get what I'm saying. Like actual Vocaloid originals. Yeah, a few, not many though. Project Eva, those sort of things. Yeah, not many, not many. I just don't go looking for them often, you know? Not that I have anything against them. Was Daisuke the same guy who made the songs for Blaze Blue? He did a lot of the Blaze Blue songs as well. I don't know exactly how many, but yes. There are a couple of similarities between some of his songs from earlier Guilty Gears and Blaze Blue. But yeah, he and Mori were good friends, so that's why there's quite a lot of similarities in their works, as they were friends. They helped each other out a lot. Why it's a shame that Mori left the company, because now it's like the friends are separated. Although as far as I know, they're still friends. So, you know. That's good. Ever gonna do a watch along of Alter Memory? I've never actually watched Alter Memory. And watch alongs are not really my thing, so no, I don't think I will. That being said, as far as I'm aware, Alter Memory is a great way to, well, a pretty decent way to, what do we say? Familiarize yourself with the first two games of BlazBlue? Because it's just those two stories. It's just the main story of both of those. To recap, a Calamity Trigger and Continuum Shift. Yep, exactly. I don't know if they ever planned on doing more, but, well, they didn't, so... When I recall, the biggest problem with Alter Memory is simply that the animation would only... Like, for an anime fighting game, the fight scenes were kinda... And that's just not good. Worse than One Frame Man? No, not worse than One Frame Man, that's for sure. I think I should actually probably watch it at some point, but I think it mostly just gets a... It's like it's like an anime that's like bad for the time frame it was released in. But by some of today's standards, it's not bad. Where today's standards are kind of weirdly fucked up, where they're simultaneously super high and also people just do whatever the fuck. But honestly, I gotta continue watching Cardcaptor Sakura. I haven't watched it in a few days. I gotta get back on it. I'd rather Mappa making Jujutsu Kaisen or some old school anime. Yeah, that's probably a decent way to put it. Although Mappa, aren't they like practically criminally underpaid and undervalued, the animators? Because, yeah. They are, it's a black company, yeah, exactly. Ever thought of entering the Fate rabbit hole? Yes, actually. I think I kind of do, but I'm gonna have to start with the Fate visual novel first, you know? We gotta stream, you know? Fate or Melty-Blood work since they're multiverses. Yeah. I gotta do Melt. Well, isn't... Don't you mean Tsukihime? That's the actual name of the series? Yeah, I'm a bit of a prick. Okay, weeb. Yeah, exactly. From an eroge to a gacha, UFO table has jumped quite big. Yeah, and good for them. I remember the original explanation of they wanted to create a VN, but they're like, you have to make an eroge in order for it to sell. So they're like, okay, we'll make an eroge. And then they, you know, they put the effort in and they made a good eroge. So good for them. Might have to do this arm over here. This is supposed to tighter around the arm, and it's not, as you can see. I miss the old 2010s of fans translation sometimes. It was
I just finished making a cheeseburger and supper in general, and I come back to hear you all talking about eroges.
Yes. Well, that's because Fate was mentioned, and, well, I think that says all you need to hear. Knowledge of Fate is next to nothing, but you know enough to know that it is indeed an eroge, so... Do you really need to know more? Thought it was a gacha series? Did you really? Yours? I mean, you're not wrong. It is indeed that. Visual novel that turned into a series? Yes, and the originals was indeed an eroge. planning to play RPG horror games for the remakes. Here, the original game version should be floating around the net. Are you talking about Fate? Dungeon crawling thingy that Turbs was talking about? Hands are hard. Ugh. It's gonna be the death of me. I might need to bring in some backup for that, for this hand.
So hands are your weakness.
Yes. Yes, and what the fuck is that finger?
My name is Yoshikage Kira. I'm 33 years old. My house is in the northeast section of Morio, where all the villas are.
I'm not a JoJo villain. I'm just bad at drawing hands. Can I see your hand? Alright, we're gonna have to come back to the hand later.
That is a beautiful Dwang.
Dwang. But he has a thing for hands. But I'm not him. I don't have a thing for hands. You guys have to decide. Do I have a thing for hands or do I have a thing for feet? You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. You can only bully me about one of them. Both? No, that's cheating. talking about drawing in clothes, what's your favorite style when it comes to anime women like maid, gothic Lolita, magical girl, Gyaru? That is a tough question because I am not particularly picky. I like a lot of things, so to narrow it down to just one is difficult. I am a bastard. I do like gothic Lolita, very much so. And when you say maid, there's a lot. Maid is a huge fucking category. You're gonna have to be a little more specific there. Let's see, what else? Magical Girl is a classic, so you're talking like Sailor Scout uniforms, yeah? We have the eraser on. How'd you classify Angie's fashion style? It's probably... Thought about it that much. Could have, but haven't. Minky Momo? What? Magic Girl's the old school one is the Magical Sailor Moon. Newer style is the whole Madoka and gushing over magic. I don't know that I'd call gushing over magical girls. I don't know. I mean, for some of their outfits, sure. Not for the Magias, though. Big Carry? Yeah, that count. And I'd say Sakura, Cardcaptor Sakura also. Very magical girl. Angie's probably... We're probably somewhere... We're Magical Girl something, I think. Don't you? Maybe not full on, but we're like adjacent. Stereotypical witch aesthetic. We're a little bit removed from that, but like that's also kind of thematic. Or mature witch-like. I think I know what you mean by that. Alright, what do we got? Oh my god. Only defense? Come on, ever been to a maid cafe then? If no, would you like to go to one? Hell yes, I would love to. Have I ever been to one though? No. Someday. Do the Moe Moe Kyun with a maid? I would do the Moe Moe Kyun with a maid. Moe Moe Kyun. did the heart shape too, by the way. Wanted you to know. Just wanted you all to know I did the heart. I don't know, I kind of like it. Let's adjust the hairline arts. Opacity.
Ori, you just like taking hits.
No! It's not like that.
Mage General Amilla.
No! We kind of are, though, aren't we? This is kind of coming along pretty decently.
Ori's an M?
No, no, I never said. I can't believe you do this to me. This is coming along pretty good, I think. No wonder you get bullied by your friends. Ugh. I'm starting to get a little tired though, so I think we still aren't even getting to the coloring portion. I think we're gonna call it there for now, for the drawing, at least as far as the drawing is concerned. I'd like to return to this though, but I do one thing I want to do. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't get some help with the hand situation. Call you an otter, but otters reproduce. Hey, rude. I want to see if I can get help with the hand. I know a handful, pun intended, of people that might be able to help with that. So I'm gonna see if I can't bug them about it to help me with the hand. So we might come back next time, and suddenly the hand is just complete. So that might be interesting. But obviously, yeah, I won't try to do much else. My loan of this book only has 9 days left.
Help me, Artist Sama.
Help me, Artist Sama. Yeah, exactly. I only got 9 days left on this loan. Whatever shall I do? I'll just renew it. It's not like anyone's checking this book out on the Internet Archive. Chat, I swear to God, if you go and like make it so that I can't re-rent the book online, I'll be moderately upset. By moderately upset, I mean not really, because I literally have a physical hard copy of it. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of this stream, is that I bought a physical hard copy. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see here. What did I...
A good book can change your life. In Ori's case, it's the Shojo manga drawing book.
Yeah, for real, for real, for real. Alright, what do we got? Persona 4! We're gonna play more Persona 4 Meow tomorrow. That'll be fun. Friday, we're gonna be taking it off because I'm gonna go see the Amazing Digital Circus movie. I'm kind of interested. I've been watching it ever since it released, and it's been pretty good. I'm interested to see what they'll do for the final. And, it's a shame. I have a couple of theaters in my area, right? There's the normie one that does all the Hollywood movies and whatnot. And then there's like the indie theater that we have that does a whole bunch of indie films and, you know, that sort of thing. The indie theater sells beer as part of their concessions, and it's pretty good too. I love going there for films because you just get some popcorn, you get some beer, you got a movie. It's a good time. It's a real good time. The Hollywood one, it doesn't come close. It doesn't compare. It does not have. I'm heartbroken. And my day is ruined. So I'm going to the normie theater, so I'm not gonna get to have beer while I watch my indie flick. Good. Shut up, Stern! But I'll be going with friends, so it should still be a fun time. I'll be interested in seeing how packed the theater is. Also, hi Stern, how you been? I hope you're doing well. You kind of missed the drawing portion of stream. We're kind of already done with that. We're just chatting for now. You've been doing good? Good. I see you're hanging out on the Twitch side of things today. Jax would require beer. You mean like Jax the character would be somebody who would like beer? Or do you mean like you would need beer to deal with Jax? I have questions. Oh, so I missed the worst part. Perfect. Wow, rude. Beer in space. like the bears in space. Yeah. You would want beer? Yeah. I can relate. Maybe I should have beer sometime this week. We can do like a alcohol stream. That sounded worse than I thought it would. Hold on a second. I mean like a chillaxing stream. Oh, I don't have a good day for it this week though. I mean, I guess I could with Persona 4 Golden. Drunk OJ stream. I think that would cause too much rage. That might be dangerous. Not that I'm like a raging drunk. I mostly just get tired or loud or weirdly homoerotic. But like also not really. Take a shot for every meow. That'll kill me.
Take a shot every time Adaki's on screen.
We're early enough in the game that would probably be fine. That would probably not kill you. Drunk Thistlemine stream? What is it? Like, drink every time you complete a puzzle? That actually is not a bad idea, though, because, it's a puzzle game. So if I get intoxicated, I might get worse or weirdly better at puzzles. Take a shot every time there's a person with cat ears on the screen. I think we see... Yeah, that would probably still kill me.
Take a shot every time you take a shot every time you take a shot every time.
Oh, goodness. Take a shot every time a persona does something. So every turn, basically? Take a shot every time your party member dies? Oh, so Yosuke is going to be the one that kills me. Got it. Alright, Yosuke, you can just let me down again, why don't you? Nah, it'd probably just be like a casual stream where I just crack open a couple beers and we just play the game, shoot the shit, you know? Take a shot every time Teddy talks. I would die. Guys, you gotta, if you're gonna come up with drinking games, you gotta come up with a drinking game that doesn't kill me. Take a shot every time Yosuke makes fun of Kanji for his hobbies. I think Kanji's next, isn't he? Yeah, so that... It might be a little early, though. I think Kanji... I don't know. We'll see. But that is probably something that wouldn't kill you. How about for every pun they make? Oh, goodness.
That's the point. More shots the better.
Do you want me to die? Is that it? They just want you to be drunk. Yeah. And die. I don't know. I probably won't do it this week then, because we don't have like a amazing stream for it. Unless we can come up with... Maybe we can find a good retro game that would be a fun...
Don't worry, everything's great at your Junes.
Your Junes? I love that. I think if you type G-U-U space N-E-S-S, she should pronounce Juness correctly. Take a shot for every weekend game. Again.
Everything's great at your Ju NEs.
Well, we tried. N-E-S-S. The Jew part worked, though. Magical Star Sign. You mentioned that. That was the DS game, right?
Everything's great at your Juness.
There you go. Yeah, Magical Star Sign. You talked about that already. Yeah. I don't know. It's too early to start that, because this is like a JRPG, so it's gonna take some time to complete. We'll wait until a later date for that one. About the Cat T game? Cat T game. It is technically retro, yeah, but we gotta pace ourselves. Cat T. I don't know what you're talking about. Cozy One last talking stream at yeah, it's probably on my wish list. Hold on. If we talked about it last time, I think I remember now. Is that retro though? Let me find it. Kimono Tea Time. That's the one. That's not retro for sure, but it would be a fun game. I think I need more cozy games. This would probably be a good one. Every time you hit a weakness, you take a shot. Again, that would kill me. What console? What do you mean, what console? Do you mean like for the retro game, or like what? Ah, yes, thanks, Steam. Definitely a game that is very much like Kimono Tea Time. This cute little, pixel graphics, simulation, adventure, emotional, cute.
Take a shot challenge, except the audience needs to take a shot too. I call it collateral damage.
Alright, then every time you hear Juness, that would probably not kill me. That would probably be doable. Yeah, so Kimono Tea Time. Yeah, thanks, Steam. Kimono Tea Time, a game. Popular user-defined tags for this product. Pixel graphics, simulation, adventure, emotional, cute. Yes, yes. This game is very much like this other game that you're recommending to me. Cucked by My Wife. More like this. Succubus Contract 1. More like this. Freshman. Project Sex. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Steam. Definitely
Sounds
similar. Definitely similar. Ay, Steve. It's like you buy the Sakura series one time, and now all of a sudden, Valve thinks you're a pervert. Sometimes you need to accept that Steam is being a little freak. I know, right? Shower with Your Dad Simulator. I actually own that game. I've never played it though. What is the gameplay of this again? Isn't it you just You basically just...
Senran Kagura is staring at you from the Steam store pad.
Yeah, Senran Kagura. I mean, you can actually... Can't you actually stream Senran Kagura? Isn't it, like, not lewd enough? About the entirety of the Mary Skelter series and Neptunian, and you have 0 ecchi recommendations? That's funny. I mean, you can also just straight up prevent Steam from recommending those type of games to you. For some reason, I haven't set that up. I don't know why. I don't look at those type of games on Steam. So I should just be like, Steam, stop recommending adult things to me. But I just don't. You haven't either. I guess your Steam just likes you then. Mine just hates me.
What's this? You like Starbound Valley? Here's this cozy game known as Hearts of Iron 4.
Yeah, I'm sure that one's very, very cozy. You know, I do need to find a cozy game, actually. I was gonna do that library game, but then as we saw, it had the VR stuff going on, and I was like, ugh. I gotta wait from that one. I gotta find like a similar cozy game for us to waste our time in. Library of Runa? I don't think so. I don't think that's cozy. Lisa is totally cozy. I don't think that one's cozy. I don't know much about Lisa, but I'm pretty sure it's not cozy. Code Vein 2 is already 25% off. That's unfortunate.
You like Cuisiner? We think you might like Outlast Trials.
Power Wash Sim? I do have Power Wash Sim. We could do a Power Wash Sim sometime. I need to redo that one song because it doesn't last nearly long enough. Anyway, House Flipper. I do own a House Flipper, actually. That's another thing. We're streaming it one time. It's been like at least a year since we've done Power Wash Sim. We should do it again. Those are fun talking streams. Although we have been talking a lot more on stream, which is good. I really should be doing this more often. Oh, I'm just a little silly guy. Silly little hat. Yes, Desktop Mate recommended game. Since you recently played VTube Studio, I don't think that's accurate. Ever played Boneworks? I did play Boneworks, actually. Boneworks is weird because on the one hand it's a pretty good sandbox. On the other, it's just a sandbox. So Boneworks, you kinda need people to make fun stuff to do in it. I've seen the trailer for AC8. I have not yet. Is that on? It's probably not listed on. I should. Ace Combat 8 trailer. It's on Steam, yes. Oh, so I could just pull up the trailer there. Anyway, let's take a peek seats. Let's look at it. Visually, it's pretty impressive. It doesn't look like they go too over the top with the graphics. They keep it, like, toned down, so it's, you know, actually playable. That's good. Yep, this is indeed an Ace Combat game. You got cute characters, too, yeah. The planes look good. Really all you need to ask for, you know? Yeah, seems good. Bought AC7 for like 90% off 2 years ago. I had a chance to do that at some point and I just didn't do it. I don't know why. Oh yeah, Slay the Princess. That's definitely a cute game, right? Wait, you can buy Krita on Steam? What the fuck? Why would you want to do that? It's $10 on Steam. It's just free online. What happened to the Warframe? It was just a phase. We could definitely pick up Warframe again. Warframe is still ongoing. Oh no, he means like when I streamed Warframe recently. I'm sure Black Souls is very cozy too. I mean, even if you get rid of some of the things in Black Souls, as far as I'm aware, it's basically still pretty difficult, isn't it? Stardust Wish of Witch. All right, you have the magic word. You've caught my attention. Cute art style. It's Final Fantasy Tactics. Alright, we'll wishlist it. Shantae. I could do a Shantae stream. I'm not very good at it, but it is fun. Shantae is cute, so you know. Don't forget Tactics Ogre. I don't even know what that is. Hello Kitty Island Adventures on sale. Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna be able to get a group together to play that though. I could do it solo, but what was your JRPG growing up? What was my JRPG growing up? Hold on a second. I gotta think. Because remember, you have to remember, I grew up on the Xbox. So, they didn't have a lot of JRPGs. I was Xbox and then DS and then Wii. Oh. Does Pokemon count? Kingdom Hearts, nope. Final Fantasy, nope. Dragon Quest, nope. None of the above. I actually gotta think of what the first JRPG I ever played was. Dave the Diver, that is not a JRPG. I know you're just suggesting games, but I just feel like being a dick. Dave San the Diver? No, that's not. Now that's a JRPG, right? It's probably on... My first JRPG was probably on Steam. Can you sort by purchase date? I don't know. I'll have to go into my... where is it? Jeez, I don't remember where to find it. Order history? I don't know. But it's probably in Steam somewhere. That was probably my first JRPG. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion? Nope, wasn't that. That would be a fun game to play, though. Blue Dragon? Nope. Or... it was either that or it was on the DS. Pokemon, I think, technically qualifies as a JRPG. So, technically that, but... if we ignore that... yours would be this guy, unless you count Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon technically counts. It's Japanese and RPG. But... if we exclude it because it doesn't fit, like... in... it's not in with the rest of the, you know, JRPGs. Ever tried Pokemon Ranger then? I have. I did play that one. That was pretty fun. Had some good time with it. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what the first JRPG I ever played was. Outside of Pokemon. We're just gonna say Pokemon. That's just gonna be my answer. The first is probably Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. I've never played Mario RPGs. Tales of Symphonia. Tales series is pretty good, I hear. Game Boy Dragon Warrior 3, hell yeah. Alright, we're getting close to the end of the hour. Twitch is probably gonna yell at me about running ads. And fuck that. So I think we're gonna wrap up here. I'm gonna set the Trials series someday. Maybe we can. I mean, actually no, I don't have any Trials games. I can't just do that. Bummer. But funnily enough, I wasn't a JRPG guy. I mean, I don't think I was either because again, I grew up on the Xbox and the Wii. Neither of those had a ton of JRPGs on them. You're an RTS guy? Oh god, I'm sorry. Grew up on PC. Yeah, RTS PC, that'll do it.
Ori was one of the Xbox COD lobby people.
No, I never had Xbox Live. I also only ever had the OG Xbox. My console history goes. Technically, before I had an Xbox, I had a Game Boy. Then I had an Xbox. Then I basically like skipped the generation to the Wii and 3DS. And then I had a PC. You played much action RPGs? I mean, Dark Souls counts as that, right? So yeah. It ranked to Plat in StarCraft 2 back then. Oh god damn. You have a PSP? No. But I did borrow a PSP, or was it a Vita? One of the PlayStation handhelds to play Persona 4 Golden originally. Beyond Dark Souls, I mean, you've seen some of the action RPGs I've played on stream, right? Ever played Patapon? Heard of it, that's about it. feel like you'd enjoy Monster Hunter. I did, but it's such a time commitment, and I like beat the main story, and then I get bored of the rest of it. I don't play anything else, you know? Hi, Rose. Welcome in, welcome in. Unfortunately, we're kind of wrapping up, so thanks for stopping by. We're glad to have you here. The VOD will still be up if you want to check out the art we've been doing. And we're glad to have you here. What about its lesser cut as in God Eater? I should give God Eater a try. Multiplayer pod is fun for for Monster Hunter. It is. That's why I played with Hayami years ago. We played. You may not recall, but Hayami and I played Monster Hunter World once. Seems that nobody else drew anything. I think I'm starting to realize that that's par for the course here. We made some progress on it though, and I've learned that I'm very bad at hands. You do remember that? Ah! Thomas is a knower. Thomas is a knower. He knows. He knows what we do. Alright, so, like I said, tomorrow we're playing Persona 4 Golden. And then we're taking a couple days off. I got some prior commitments. Gonna go watch the Amazing Digital Circus movie. We can probably talk about it when we come back on Sunday for Retro Night. Though, I don't know. I guess I'll ask, before we wrap up here, I guess I'll ask, how many of you are actually going to be watching it? How many of you are actually going to watch the Amazing Digital Circus movie? Because I don't want to spoil things, potentially. Might check it out. I see. It'll technically be free, released for free on YouTube a couple weeks after. So, it's not like you have to spend money to see it. There's a movie for it. They're doing a movie which is going to be the previous episode and then the last episode just combined. Meaning to get into that show? Well, now's the time because it's about to end. It's a pretty short series. I'd say it's pretty good. Depends on your theaters. I see. Well, I guess we'll just play by ear. I'll show up Sunday and then I'll ask the question, how many of you have seen it? And more importantly, how many of you actually want to talk about it? Because we can always put off talking about it until another day. Alright, that answers that question. So again, tomorrow, Persona 4. Sunday, Retro Night. I'm going to put up a poll soon about what we want to play for Retro Night. I'll see you all later. I'm your local friendly neighborhood hat man. Thank you for stopping by today, everybody. I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye!